What's up, fam? Welcome to another episode of Lust. Let us speak truth. I'm your host, Nick. We got the panel. We got Nita. We got Trav. We got Jason. We got Tanya. Today's topic, we had a little issue going on with one of our people. So our topic today is going to be burning bridges with friendships, relationships, and marriages. So my first question is, have y'all ever been burned and what happened?
Oh, hell yeah, I've been burned. I loaned somebody some money. She had 2 kids and she was going through a separation with her boyfriend. And so I had the money, And anytime kids are involved, that eats at my heart. So I loaned her the money. And when it was time to pay me back, her ass moved. What type of shit is that?
And you ain't know, so money gone, she gone. You ain't
gone, but here's the thing though, too. She made very good money because she's also a registered respiratory therapy as myself. And we end up meeting at the job. I was there full time and she came on with agency. And when she seen me, her attitude completely changed. She wanted to fight and all this other stuff. Now, I didn't back down from a good fight. I don't do that. That's stupid. That's unheard of. So of course we both get in trouble, but still, it was like you really burned a very good bridge with me because I was willing to help you out. Mm-hmm. However, you took advantage of that.
Yes. Go ahead, Trav.
There's a question for Tanya. This lady that you were gonna fight with, she must have been an easy win. She wasn't no ass whooping specialist or nothing like that. So you were not concerned that this lady was gonna beat the hell out of you, were you?
Well, here's the thing, because I'm known as a tiger myself. Usually a lot of people don't like to walk up on me, which she did not walk up on me. She was speaking at a distance. That's how I like it.
Mm. She was arm's length is what you're saying.
No, she was further than arm length.
She was across the room.
She was across
very much so. Speaking.
She was 2 blocks away.
She was next to the exit door. Let's put it like that.
I like what you're saying. You got lipstick on, your nails are done, your hair's pressed. I don't see you being much of a threat to just be nasty.
Travis, I got a best friend named Cheryl St. John. You might want to talk to her. Because what I am not, I'm a softie. I'm really a softie. And I will give you anything that you ask for if I have it. But I ask one thing, please don't take advantage of me because I wouldn't do it to you.
I can agree with that.
Yes. And she is no punk. I ain't no punk, B. No, let me stop. My bad. Lanita.
I've had people, I've been in situations where bridges have been burnt. No money involved, but people can take advantage of your vulnerability. So when you're confiding in somebody and you're telling them, what may be going on in your personal life, and you may have a disagreement, and then that person throws, what you told them back in your face. That's not a true friend, and that person wasn't genuine enough to be, a true friend. So bridges get burnt like that. And then if you have friends that are jealous of you and your lifestyle, and they do things to you, say things to you, it's just some relationships last, friendships. I'm talking about friendships. They say, what's the saying? Some last for a season, some for a reason, or something like that. We have to take heed to that because with friendships come and go, and definitely bridges have been burnt.
What about you, Jay?
I've been same thing what Nita said. Like, people use what you say against them, or you tell somebody something in confidence or confidentiality, whatever you want to say, and they use it against you. They hold on to it. I've been burned like that, and I've been burnt with money. Most recently with the money shit, excuse me, somebody owed me a little bit of change. somebody owed me a little bit of change, right? So they gave me a check, like, and it was a legitimate check. I did not know this person's last name. So I go to my bank to go cash the check, thinking everything was good. Just wrote it, wrote the check over to me.
Mm-hmm.
Same first name, but apparently different last names. Cause I'm sitting there at the bank and I'm like, nah, this person sent this check over to me. It's like, well, I know this person. I was like, well, call him. It turned out it was her. And yeah, it made me look like I was a thief, basically, trying to do some fraud shit at the bank. Could have got me in some serious trouble.
Oh wow.
So when I seen this person again, it was like no words, it's action. So yeah, I got my action off. I'll leave it at that.
Right. What about you, Trav?
Yeah, but I try to look at it a little bit differently though. I've been blessed over the years. I've made good money for years. So, and you don't want to, of course, be taken advantage of. But that money thing is real tricky because if you do it out of the kindness of your heart, I don't know if it's the money or the fact that you did out of the kindness of your heart that hurts the most when they renege or they don't pay or they come up with an excuse. I don't know, like that's the biggest part for me. Because if you got, I'll give you a fine example. If you got kids or something like that, like Tanya said, I'll fill your refrigerator up. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you ain't got to take it from me. That's the killer thing about a cat robbing me, nigga. You can have it. What you doing that for? You wait. That's you ain't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? I give you something to eat. I get some shoes that ain't nothing. But I think like that's the thing. And then as far as like people saying using what you tell them against you, that's probably the worst for
That is
me.
the worst for me too.
Because if you open yourself to somebody and be like, yo, this is what's up.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody and like, or you say, hey man, I'm going through this and my ex girl or my ex spouse or whatever did this during the marriage, and then they turn around and be like, well, that's why that's happened to you. Like, whoa,
Yeah.
I was telling you something to get it off my chest. I ain't gonna. So that's why when something personal is said, I'm real. I try to be like I don't like to regurgitate that.
Right. Right. Oof. I get you there.
And the thing too, I didn't forgot to mention, the girl ended up telling me that I should not have loaned her the money. I was crazy for doing so.
The
Oh,
girl.
she's a funky motherfucker.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She told me, and the thing about it is, and that didn't stop me from helping other people. So of course I get duped again from another young lady. And I'm like, I have to ask myself, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong?
You didn't do anything wrong.
You ain't doing nothing wrong. You ain't doing nothing wrong.
You just being yourself. You got a kind heart, and it's hard for kind-hearted people to just be bitter and cold and malice and just say, "Oh, because this other person fucked me over, fuck you." Like, but sometimes you have to protect yourself, no matter what.
That's true.
If your gut instinct is telling you, bruh, you seen what happened the last time you did this, and you gave this person or another individual some money, or whatever it may be. Gave him a place to live, gave him some money, gave him some food, gave him, whatever it is, clothes.
Yeah.
And they burn you or they just don't show their appreciation. And then not saying you got to show that kind of appreciation, like, oh, what I did for you, I expected back in return. No, it's just
But it helps.
acknowledge me kind of shit. You know what I'm saying?
But it helps though.
Yeah, it helps. It does. It does.
It helps.
But sometimes you gotta just let things be and then let God take over. If your stomach is telling you don't do it, please don't do it.
And
Please don't do it.
What would you do if it was a family member?
That's happened.
That's what I'm speaking
Wow.
of. Yeah. Family, especially. Family is real, real hard because you want to think that they didn't do this on purpose or this wasn't intentional. But in all reality is, if another family member see this happening to you and they just as cold-hearted as them, what you think they're gonna do? We all got some fucked up family members.
There's always a few. There's always a
Well,
few.
Me as a man, I got 3 rules with other men, and I try to use those so I don't have problems with other men. If I don't mess with your kids, I don't mess with your old lady, and I don't mess with your money, we can fix everything else. Them 3, that's when it get dicey with a dude. You know what I mean? Like real dicey. So
What about your mama? What they
well,
talking about?
she fall in family and kid in that kid thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Okay.
But like if you mess with a dude, old lady, that's a problem. Especially if y'all know each other. That's you playing with your life.
If you know somebody, yeah, like
You
yeah,
playing
you
with you playing with your life. They money, you playing with your life because he used that to take care of his kids. And you know, that woman, you know that you most definitely stick your hand in the hornet's nest. So
absolutely,
I try to live by.
And those are good things to live by.
Hold on, I
And
got
listen.
a question. What about you, cuzzo?
What about me?
Because you be asking questions and don't nobody be asking you. You don't kind of answer. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to hear your what you been burnt on,
Whew.
shit like that.
I've been burnt with friendships.
What happened?
That's why I don't have many friends. I had a best friend when I was younger. Me and her, we were inseparable. She was my ride or die, and she was white, and she met another black girl, and the black girl knew more black men than I did, so she started hanging with her more. And so I was like, okay, mind you, I'm young. I was like, okay, what the hell? And then she tried to jump me. She tried to get the girl to jump me. But at the same time, she tried to get the girl to jump me because she didn't want to be my friend no more. And
so
I was scared. So then, yes.
She left you for somebody blacker than you.
No. This is what fucked up. The girl was light skinned.
That's what I'm saying. A white girl,
black guy.
A white girl met you, she dumped you for somebody blacker than you.
No.
Why you have to say it like that, Travis?
I'm saying like I'm saying not black, not darker complexion. I'm saying she wanted good times black, and you were Fresh Prince black. She wanted good times black. It's okay.
That's right.
So she wanted the Fresh Prince mama.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, I was like 16, 17 years old. So that's scarring as a friend.
You was confused.
Hell yeah. I was like, what the fuck? I couldn't get in with the black girls because I was too light skinned. And then I couldn't get in with the white girl. This is the first white girl that like accepted me. We were inseparable. We did everything together. And she dogged me out. Check this out.
And that's how the dark skin, light skin, man. It's tough for us.
It's true.
5 years later.
It's tough.
Hold on. 5 years later, my brother sees her and she asks about me. And my brother, she was like, can I get her number? And my brother said, no, give me your number and I'll give it to her. My brother called me. I said, burn that shit, right? I went to a grocery store by my house now. 3 years ago, I seen her in the grocery store.
White girl?
Yeah. The girl that burned me. I still didn't speak.
Squash it, Nick. It's time to squash it.
I don't speak to her. She's trash.
Time to squash it.
She's trash. My cutoff game is good. Like, done.
Like speaking from family experience with the Frost, my cousin's a Frost to the heart. Like once we done with you, we done with you. Like fuck your life, fuck everybody that look like you, and fuck you, fuck your kids, your mom, like all of them. Fuck them.
You're dead.
Fuck the dog.
Fuck the dog. The little pet rabbit you got, fuck him too. I hope he get ran over in the middle of the night. Like, yeah. Trying to run across the road. I really do. I hope that gerbil you got. Like, don't let me go there.
Like, you're dead to me at that point. You're dead to me. Like, and that was when I was 16. I'm 50 years old. I seen her at 47 years old. She saw me in the grocery store and she looked. We were in the same line. I looked at her. She looked at me. I looked at her. She looked at me. And I just went, checked out, and kept it moving.
See, I got somebody I see right now. It's on
Go.
site.
What?
So
It's on site. If I see one of my fake ass best friends from high school and like he did some funky shit, and yeah, like if I see him today, bro, it's cracking. I promise you. And that's over 20 plus years ago.
What?
But it's
Are
cracking.
you serious?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
Cause I didn't get it out back then.
what he
But
do?
that's old.
That nigga broke in my locker and stole. Man, nah, it's something petty, you know.
Broke
You
in your
said he broke
locker.
in your locker. I hate you.
I'm gonna fuck him up, bro. Like, you know, on
Like truth
site.
be told, I don't allow people to get close to me anymore. That's why that's why I'm good. I'm at peace. I don't allow people to, I'll tell you some stuff. I'll tell you bits and pieces of my life, but I don't let you get that close to me because why?
Just to be let
I
down.
literally have 5 friends. Literally. I could say 5 good friends.
That you deal with personally?
Yeah. That are like my riders. 5.
I
How
think
many
I
people
got
you
like
got you can go
2.
to at the time of need?
5.
No, I'm talking about food, refuge,
Shelter.
shelter,
5.
safe. You
5.
can go to their house right now and go to sleep.
5 people.
That's beautiful.
Mhm.
Because most people ain't got one.
But I would
But that's
never
a beautiful
ask them.
thing.
I would never ask any of them for money. Ever.
Well, so what would you do if you needed it?
I would.
Ah,
You're asking the wrong one.
ah,
I hustle.
ah.
I hustle.
I didn't ask you that. What would you do for this?
I would go to the government if I needed money. If I needed it, I would go straight to the government. I wouldn't go to my friends. I wouldn't. If I needed it,
If they had it?
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do
Well,
You
it.
know that
you know
Broken
what?
Wings song by Tupac where he say a hard time make a true friend afraid to ask for currency? That shit is so damn true. Like, I mean, because you
But you know,
wanna look like something. Like
The
for
reason
to
why
friends.
the reason why I wouldn't, I would be too afraid of rejection and I would be embarrassed.
I had a
Yeah.
friend that called me out of the blue. This is some years and years and years ago, but she called me out of the blue and she was like, Nita, I need you to do me a favor. And I was like, okay. And she was like, can you give me some money? Because I need to pay my rent. And I was
Give you or
like,
borrow?
she said give.
Mhm.
oh,
But I was like, dang, I got it, but I didn't want to give it. Like I just didn't. And then so I went and got the money. I went to the bank and I got her some cash and it was everything that she needed. And I thought to myself, once I give this money to her, it's gone. Like it's it. I'm not even expecting it back.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna help her out. We really weren't, we were cool, but we weren't like friends, you know? So I was hesitant, but I was like, okay, cool. So like 2-3 weeks later, I went by my mom's house and she had an envelope there and she paid me back with interest. And I did not expect it at all. We don't talk we talk probably once or twice a year now, but just with that, if she was to need something and I had it
You know,
off
she
GP,
got your back.
I'd be like, okay, I got you. But that was I felt like that was a test. I think too is when you go out your way to be good to someone, even if you're hesitant and you're a blessing to that person and that person does you wrong, that person's not getting no good luck from that. If that person do you wrong,
exactly.
I honestly believe that if someone is genuine to you 100% and you've given the person the all and that person turns around and shits on you, there's no good coming back to that person.
Right.
But
Her name is
and
Karma.
that's where our cutoff game comes because depending on who you are, I will cut you off. If we don't have nothing to tie us, it's
Right. Right.
What's too much to loan, y'all?
What's too much to loan?
What's too much to loan?
Where
Something I
you
don't have
break
to give.
yourself.
Something I don't have to give.
Yeah. Well, when you break yourself to loan someone, like if you go without so they can go with, that's too much.
So Lanita, your cutoff game and Nicole, your cutoff game sounds like a pullout game. So you pull out.
Depending on who it is, yeah.
What? Wait a minute.
I've had friends.
What the hell is going on here? What
I
the hell is? Hey, we're having a really good damn time here. I ain't said nothing.
Hold
What
on.
the hell is going on?
Let me answer Travis's question about is there a limit?
Pull out and skeet on her stomach.
Wait a minute.
Sorry, guys, wrong subject. Like for real, limit depending on the situation, but I would never lend over $1,000. Never.
Oh, I don't want way farther than that. So I just wanted to know.
I've
So
lent,
what do you
I've
mean,
lent more
Travis?
than that.
You loaned more money than that?
Yeah.
I have as well.
But it was an excellent reason though.
What was the reason?
They didn't have any burial insurance.
Oh, okay.
And that's my man mom. So,
Yeah.
you know. And then I had another homeboy.
I'll set up a GoFundMe.
That was I don't believe in that. But that's just me. I think that's the worst shit on earth. But
Look, if somebody don't have y'all get yourself some insurance so we don't have to pay for this. GoFundMe.
GoFundMe, it more so pertains to fine females. Like, because a dude can have a GoFundMe and that nigga ain't gonna get
nothing. And that's fine. That's why I said I'll set up a GoFundMe because I'm
like the I don't know if y'all remember the stripper that broke her jaw. She fell from the top and she slid all the way down to her face and broke her jaw. She needed like 10,000. She ended up with 120,000 off of GoFundMe.
Man. Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about GoFundMe because there's a lot I could say about that, but I don't want to I want our podcast to be able to stay on YouTube and stay in these public places. But I know a lot about the GoFundMe, which is crazy, but I get you.
Yeah, that. And I had another partner. It was something going on with a piece of property, and his people were living there, and he came to me for a chunk. And it took him about a year, but he got it all back to me. So, you know.
Yeah. I say 1,000 because my money game ain't long.
No, I mean, I ain't got it like that, but I'm saying like
my money game ain't long. So hell, you get what I mean, you, max.
But at that time I was married and I don't think she really cared for how I handled that either. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, you know.
For me, it really kind of depends on who you are.
Yeah.
Like if you that person that ain't never asked for nothing, but I know you a stand-up dude or a female, I'm like, I got you. If I got it, I got you. But if I ain't got it and you ask, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Be like, hey.
And don't get mad because I ain't got it.
Right.
Well, a lot of people think you got it.
Right. And that's the thing. If they think you got it because you've given, and then they think you got it, and then they give you an attitude because that one time that they asked, you ain't got it. And now you got all kind of attitudes.
Hey,
my cutoff game is strong. I will be like,
they ask you like, okay, like, come on now, you can go in your retirement fund and get it out.
I'll be like, that's my kids' fund. That's not mine. It's in my kids' trust. I have no access.
You go in your retirement fund and get it out for me.
It's in my kids' trust. I can't access it.
No, I had a female, never told her no for nothing, because I talked to you about her many a times. Never told her no for nothing.
Hold on. Before you start. Hold on, Jay. Before you start, I'm going to start with you. Burning bridges with relationships and marriages. Go, Jay.
All right. So if you well, what's terrible is being a yes man. Females don't want a yes man, even though y'all say y'all do, or somebody nice.
I don't want one.
They don't
know.
If y'all want a sweetheart and that nice guy, I'm sorry. I tend to differ with that because, like I was saying, Had her in a relationship. This person never told her no for nothing. It was always yes. If I ain't got it, I'm gonna get it. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So her brother said this to me. He said, "Bruh, just say no to her one time. See what she do."
She
And
went,
that's your answer. I was a bitch ass nigga, and I was this, and I was everything underneath the sun just because I told her no one time. So after you call me those those words, bitch ass nigga, and no,
no respect. Once a
no respect. So that's what you look at me as some money. And if I don't give it to you, I'm a bitch ass nigga. Okay, well, hey, have fun without me.
But Jay, that is what we talk about. And not to get off topic, but that's what we talk about. How big was this lady?
How big was she?
Yeah.
She about neither size.
Okay, so that's my point. She talked to you like that with no, because she knew you weren't going to do anything. If two men talk to each other like that, what's going to happen? It's going to be a problem.
Man, hey, it's
So
cracking. Like,
and it goes
wait a minute. What does the size have to do?
Thank you.
she can't defend herself from Jason.
Because if the chick look like Baby D, like she gonna give me a run for my money. Like, but somebody 5'4", 140 pounds soaking wet. Come on now, like
she did that because she was like, "Oh, he ain't gonna do nothing, and I want that money, you bitch ass nigga." You know
right.
God.
So, but you know, that's one thing I'm not. But you just gonna have to like deal with that now, like altogether. See, I didn't say flat out no. I said not right now.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got it right now. I did. I had it in my back pocket, but I ain't got it right now for you.
Right.
Like so.
Right.
And it was a test from your emergency broadcast system, and then I turned out to be a bitch ass nigga. So
good. I'm so
then,
a test for your emergency broadcast system.
They don't know nothing about that. They don't even remember that.
I do. It comes on our TV still. Anyway, let me go. Tanya, Tanya, what would you say as far as relationship?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
The
You all right tonight?
burning bridges,
No, she bad.
relationships or marriages? Burning
Bridges. I'm sorry.
But we already did the friendship. So burning bridges, relationships or marriage. Have you ever been burned in a relationship or a marriage?
Yes.
And how did you handle
relationship? Yeah, relationship. Again, the thing with me is that I give myself, again, I wear my emotion on my sleeve. Yeah. So, my feelings get hurt very easily, especially being taken advantage of. So if you do me wrong and I have no reason, well, it doesn't make a difference what the reason may be. Mm-hmm. But if you do me wrong, that affects me. Yeah. So I've been in relationships that have went sour. Yeah.
But how do you handle if they burn you? Like how do you handle the situation?
I don't do do-overs. I don't do do-overs. Once it's cut off, it's cut off. But the thing about me is that I will ponder on it for maybe 2 weeks because now I want to know why that person did what they did. Then after 2 weeks, it dwindles. I say to myself, everything happens for a reason, So I learned to become, fine with the decision that they have made because I know eventually they're going to need me before I need them.
Right. What about you, Nita?
Oh, I've been burnt. I mean, yeah.
Relationship or marriage?
Or relationship, both.
And how did you handle the situation in the relationship? The relationship one. How did you, when they burned you, how did you handle it?
I was young, so it was I was younger. So it was more of a reaction.
Yeah.
Than a response. I'll say that.
Hey, did you burn his tennis shoes in the hot tub like left eye? Because you had a left eye look about yourself when you said that. Like you burnt Andre Rison's house up or some shit like that.
Trav, what about you? Ever been burned in a relationship or a marriage or both? And what did you do?
What
We're not talking about STDs, Trav.
yeah, she's sick tonight. Relationships, yeah, but in marriage, I guess it was probably during the divorce. Like yeah. And well, men know this. A woman can be the coldest person on earth when she's no longer fooling with you. It's a wrap. Like you talking about ice cold.
Yeah.
You can call her, baby. Let me talk to you. Get yourself together. Why are you calling me right now? So when you get that, like, wait a minute. Like we no. Do not call here. So when you get that, it's a whole nother ball game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother ball game. A couple of cats done burn me, you know what I'm saying, for various reasons. But I don't know, man. I just take it to me, the worst thing you can do to me is cut me off. Cause like I wanna talk and figure out what's happening. So
Yeah.
when you say your cutoff game is what it is, I'm gonna need to know what's up. Like once you tell me that, then I can go on my way. If you
Right.
feel like that,
Right.
you know.
But most women will tell you.
They won't.
No.
No.
Yeah, we will.
80-20. 80%
We-
of women will tell you.
Most women will tell
If
you.
you're grown, they will tell you what the problem is. And then
Yeah.
they'll say, I'm done. Like, I
When
don't.
they get it, when if a
anymore.
woman gets a new guy, she starts messing with. She's not gonna tell you. She's gonna tell you to flee or either get yourself
It's
together.
over.
It's over. I just want my time. When your time is not your time.
No,
I
if
need to figure out what I
if she
want
gets
for
herself a
myself.
new guy, why wouldn't she tell you? I got a new man. I don't.
No, John is coming through the door at night when
That's
you're.
at 20%.
Well, I mean, you might have moved to another class, but there are a lot of still low class women that are running loose.
So what do these low class women do? Let's talk about it.
Oh,
Ooh, they put a
Let's
chain on the gate. They
Look,
put a chain on the
look,
gate.
I'm
When
just
you
I'm
just
just
got out the
hold on,
hospital
Jason.
from
Hold on.
COVID.
I'm
Look.
just trying to learn a little bit about like today's women. Like I don't get it. I can't relate. So
But
when
he
you-
said low class women, right? We're talking
Low
about
class,
you talking.
yeah, low
Gotcha.
class women of today.
I
Like
can't comment on low class women because I
These are the
don't
guys.
operate.
these are the guys. How do y'all what women do y'all come across that are low class
no,
that
it's
do
it's,
this?
it's it's man, it's rough. Like you got chicks doing anything thought of, anything. Like they'll say, for example, they'll say things like, "Oh well, I'm dealing with X amount of guys, and you'll never know that I'm dealing with all y'all at the same time." But I mean, here's the thing. I don't care what you say. If you having sex with multiple men without condoms, you're low class.
Absolutely. Your
That's
coochie, your
nasty.
coochie is devalued.
That's what I'm talking about. Because here's the thing: if you're doing that, and the bottom line is, them boys is downloading inside of you, so you smell like dirty dishwater when it's all said and done. Yeah, I said it. So
Yeah, but
But it's okay for a man to dibble and dabble and get in any and everybody, two
no,
and three
no,
different
no,
chicks.
no. I'm saying the bottom line is that's something that we value. We completely value that. And I know y'all women don't like when you cheat and all that. But when you a chick and you letting different men touch you on a regular basis, you gotta feel a way about that as a woman. And I see y'all's face. There's so many women
Value.
doing that.
well, here-
Go-
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Here's
Is
the
Here
that
she goes.
That's how you know she's about to get serious. Here's the thing.
you gotta keep the playing field here. Okay, it's not lopsided anymore. Women have decided to catch up with the men. So what it is, hold
Right.
up, what it is that when women do the same thing that you all doing, you guys get emotional about it. You get all in your feelings.
It's your body
And you
count.
and hold up, my brother, hold up. And so therefore you get y'all get angry about it. But aren't you not doing the same thing? And here's the thing too, I want to say this too, because I am so tired of people putting labels of what a woman should not do.
Yeah.
What's up with that? I mean, if you can cheat,
Can I answer that?
you know what's up with that? I'm gonna tell you, but let me say this one thing. What's up with that is because whatever you all do, we do it better.
Y'all craftier. Y'all
you
way
can,
more craftier than we are. I'll
you
give it to you.
You can say that, but here's the thing. And I'll let you take your opinion, but a man values our values, and you all and us are two different things. We value you like I'll give you a fine example. A lady that's been a wife has a better chance. A 45-year-old lady that's been a wife has a better chance of getting married than a lady that's never been married, because another man felt like she was of value. So if I come to you and you say, "Oh, I was a wife, we got a divorce, he died," whatever the situation is, I'm gonna say, well, somebody thought enough for her to be a wife. That's the way we look at it. I don't care what any of you, I'm telling you how we feel about it. So with that being said, if you come to me and your body count through the roof, I might come by your house and play with you at night, but I'll never, ever, ever, ever marry you.
Do you want to know?
What happens
Do you
if
want
you're?
to?
Hold on,
what
we
happens
going a little off topic, y'all. So
Hold on.
But
Do
that
you want to
goes
know
back-
the
that
body
goes-
count?
we going back. I mean, we're sporadically. This is just let's go.
Oh yeah, we just freelancing.
Just freelancing right now.
Hold on, dude.
Yeah,
Trav,
go
do you want to
ahead.
know? Let's say you get with a new chick. Do you want to know her body count?
Body
I don't
count
know.
childish. Why would you want to know
Because
her?
I don't want to know. You ain't gonna hurt my
No,
feelings.
I don't
Like, oh, I'm
want to know.
sorry.
I don't want to know, but the way you carry yourself, I'm gonna know. That just
Yeah.
That's not true. Well,
Well,
in
I
your
think that's vice
listen,
versa as well too. The way a man carry himself, a woman will know, his body count.
I'm gonna say something to the men.
But you all don't care about that though.
Y'all-
Most definitely we do.
No, not when there are men out here that have 6 and 7 children by 5 different women. You all think your coochie's better than the last woman, and that's why you have a baby with him.
That's
That's true.
inaccurate information.
That's true.
That's inaccurate.
Okay.
Women value themselves more than men. I will say that.
That's not a value for us.
Because men stick it, and women are the scoopers,
Suck
the
it.
receivers?
the receivers.
All the
Yeah.
dudes that grew up in y'all's neighborhood that all the girls like, and the dudes that were sleeping with girls growing up, all the other girls continued to let him do that. That's not true, ladies. I'm sorry. You all are attracted to the man that you all know it looks good, and y'all all attracted to those group of men. So that's why they have babies with multiple women.
That's not true.
Again, that's
How's he having babies by 7 different women? He ain't no tree sweeper. He ain't dragging them in the woods and raping them.
Yeah, he's straight hoe, and he can.
But you got good ladies having babies with these guys.
How do
a
you know they're good
decent
ladies?
woman will not put up with that. A
How do you know-
decent
that's why I
woman.
said, how do you know they're good ladies?
Okay, so let me give y'all something. Seriously, if you have a guy that's in the top 15%, those are the men that women want. It's not about what you put up with. He doesn't give a damn about what you put up, because if you won't do it, another woman will put up with. If you argue with him, I'm a top echelon guy. If you argue with him, there's another woman will do what you will not do.
Just like this, I think it's more better than a woman to find a dude that's on the up and up, like that's coming up, so y'all can come up together, than find a dude that's already up. Because the dude that's already up, he got options. He's gonna lay it out. I'm trying to tell you.
Because
he's gonna be
you
like,
have men
he's gonna be like, bitch, we don't. Like,
you have men
I'm
that
about to go fuck your friend because she want it. Like,
you have men that
trying to tell
you can grow with, and then when they get to that caliber that you've helped them get to, they're like, bye, I don't need you no more.
Well, how much did you really do?
That's a little boy.
There are some men that are like that. There are.
How much? But how
There's
much
a
did you
lot of
really,
men that's like that.
what you did? You
A
fill
lot.
out his insurance paper so he could have good health care. I mean, what did you really do?
What if you laid down and studied with him? What if you tried to help him to promote him in different categories of his job? What if you helped him to where you took care of the kids to allow him to have some free time for a minute and you're build. Let me stop because I hate that
Go ahead, no,
word.
Bill. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I already
you
fucked
taught
up
him how to
by saying
read,
that. I already
right?
fucked
With
up by saying
comprehension.
You taught him how to read.
Yeah, she taught that
Yeah,
motherfucker
I
how to read.
did.
What'd you say, Tanya? Yes, a boss. What'd you say, Tanya?
Read, write papers, write speeches.
Hold on, did
And what happened?
he learned how to read and then he read his way up out of there?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I know a dude, and this is probably one man terrible situation. I know a dude that worked 2 jobs. She was in the military, and then she became a doctor, and she just started acting funny, and he came home one day and everything was gone, and she switched up. That has got to be one of the illest things a person can do because he held it down for like 10 years while she went to medical school. So that was a rough situation. That's
Shit,
rough.
when I get my
think-
certificate that
Hold on,
say
hold on.
I'm certified,
Hold on,
adios.
Jason. Do you think that bridges can be burned in a marriage if you both have goals and you both have everything laid out for you and your children, that you have goals and everything, and then all of a sudden one person is done and then they move on to something else? As a woman, when men do that, it's almost like we built you up and then someone else reaps the benefits. And that's almost the most hurtful thing. And that
I can
merely
sympathize.
burning, you're burning a bridge. So,
I can sympathize with that.
and then
Okay, but there's a double-sided coin to that too. Like, because the whole time you building this cat up, what if you just sneaking off and getting your little
no, what if they're not?
call it's on the
No,
under?
I'm talking about the women.
No, she said
About loyal women.
Jay,
that
she
have
said
helped-
loyal. She making breakfast. She
Yeah.
folding
He
clothes.
stepped
She's
out.
being a person. She's being your mate.
And when he get on, he asks for a white girl.
Jay, you reach over in the middle of the night, and she toot up. It just everything's everything.
And you like this.
Right.
Oh, babe, not tonight.
Yeah, you scoot over.
You scoot
That's
over.
because he fucking something else.
Listen, so my point is, Jason, you're not paying attention to the question.
Okay, talk to me.
So my point is, you're with somebody. Trav calls them Build-A-Bears. So I'm gonna say you with a Build-A-Bear. You help Build-A-Bears, or
Build-A-Bear nigga.
even if it's not a Build-A-Bear, let's say it's an alpha.
You
Like,
can't build him. He leading.
and that's what I'm saying. So let's say
He
it's
wasn't always a leader.
let's listen. Let's say it's just a man in general, no alpha, no beta, just a general good guy that you've been with and
He taking care of things.
your business, right? So you help him, and then all of a sudden that person is gone, and you're like, "What happened?" And all of a sudden he had another interest. Do you feel betrayed, or do you feel like I kind of knew this was coming? Do you women have a basically like a thought, like, or even you men, like, it was coming?
Intuition.
Yeah.
You think of it.
Or is it just like wham and you're just like super like done, like distraught?
No,
Well,
I think
no idea.
love is blind sometimes, and you get blindsided by things that were in the. I think love is blind, and you get blindsided by red flags that you've seen that was there, that you overlooked because your love looked past their flaws. So no, it was betrayal.
Right. Okay.
God dang.
Yeah,
Let me
I
say
see
this
what
though too, because you do have women like myself, I am more in tune with what goes on. Is something, if your left shoe is not tied and you've been tying that left shoe for all these years, all of a sudden the left shoe is not tied, something's up, bruh.
Right.
Something's up.
Right, but when you start to
off
pick
the
up on
shoe?
things, you start to pick up on things, and you start to hear the voice a little different, you start to see things a little differently, then your intuition really starts to kick in, and then you're like, wait a minute, something's not right. So you can see that coming a mile away. But in the beginning stages, that's not there because you're looking past this. You're seeing that person and you're trusting that person for face value.
Yeah.
So that's
They're
where the betrayal comes
representative.
in.
I do. We had we haven't had a topic yet. We kind of talked about it, but we're gonna have a full-blown topic
Okay,
about
so
red flags.
let me ask you a question. So, ladies, I'm just asking, if a dude wants to break up with you, how does he break up with you? What's a good way to break up with you?
You just have a
Be
conversation.
honest. Be
You have to
honest.
be honest.
if you build this man, so to speak.
Be honest.
So, like, what? How do you say, hey, I want to get the hell on? That's what you say.
Look, I'm gonna sit down with you, and I'm gonna be like, look,
We need to talk.
we need to talk. It's not working out. Now, I'm saying this, but a woman's reaction can be like, why? What do I need to do? I don't want to lose you. I love you. It's just not working out. Well, why? 90% of the men will lie and not say why. They won't say, because I met somebody else and I'm more interested in that person and I have to do
But what if he can't be honest with you?
that's
Why are you lying? Go ahead and push the button.
but-
Why are you always
because
lying?
well look, some women you can't be honest with everybody. I understand that because there are some women and men out there that will be like Left Eye and burn up your house.
But what
was just about to say.
what if he wants to say something and you just ain't gonna be able to stomach it?
I'd rather stomach the truth than a lie.
Neither
Like
you
he's
might not.
smashing your,
No,
like
no,
he's smashing your
it's on the
sister.
tip of my tongue what I'm gonna say, but you might not be able to handle. A lot of women can't handle what I would if it was me and
Say
I
it.
want, huh?
Say it.
Yeah.
Well.
He's smashing your mama.
So, all right, so look,
He like old women now.
Nick, let's role play. You ready, Nick? It's me.
Let's go.
Okay,
Let's
let's
go.
go. Come on. All right. Hey, baby, I need to talk to you. This ain't working out for me. I want out.
This
What
nigga
you
look
mean?
guilty as shit.
What do you mean out?
I want to get out of here. This relationship is not working. I want out.
Bye, nigga.
See, that's it. There you go. See? That
That-
worked. That's easy.
Okay, so now let's replay 70%, 80%, or I'm gonna say 65%.
Okay.
Tanya, Trav, role play. 65% of the women that are insecure or that want that person and don't know how to let go. Go ahead, Trav.
Okay. Tanya, I want out. This ain't working out for me.
Well, motherfucker, you should have told me last week because I had already moved out.
Yep. That's exactly what most of them gonna say. That bad attitude.
Well, you should have told me last week. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
look. I'm not coming home tomorrow. My stuff gone. I'm getting the hell out of here. What you gonna do?
Motherfucker, I sold the house already.
You see, you gonna go to hell one day. That's what it is. You ought to go to hell.
Always remember, some women are 2 steps ahead of a man.
Okay.
That's
So
what
the
I'm
next
saying.
thing
You
is,
gotta be.
but here's the thing. What if I wanted to really say something, but I knew you weren't gonna be able to take it?
Like
Hold
what
on.
though?
I got one.
Go ahead,
Nita,
Jason, Nita.
you know, I've been thinking what I've thought. We just ain't gonna cut it no more. It's it. You done burnt up my last house when you set my tennis shoes on fire in the bathtub, and I'm tired of that. I ain't taking it no more. I'm gonna get my
So where you
last 3
going?
pair of Jordan. I'm gonna take me and my 3 pair of Jordans, and I'm going to your mama house. That's my new woman.
God damn.
What do you say,
So
Lenny?
instead of calling me ex-boyfriend, call me stepdaddy.
He said he gonna get rid of her and get her mama.
Oh shit, that don't happen.
Hey,
Okay, that
yes, it
does
do.
happen. Let me shut
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yes, it do.
That does.
Hold on, Nina.
Okay.
What would I do? I wouldn't talk to you no more. I would just call my mom.
But
Because
What
my
you gonna
issue,
do? What you
because
gonna do to your mama?
no, I'm just saying I would call my mom. My
what if
conversation
it's
with
break,
you now is none and void. I need to speak with my mom.
what if it's a breakup for a hygiene reason?
For
Ooh, he's a
hygiene?
funky motherfucker.
Oh, for a
Well,
hygiene reason.
for
First of all,
hygiene reason, you shouldn't have been messing with her anyway, or you need to help her go to the doctor and figure out
It's some
what's going
chicks
on
that
with her.
smell from time to time.
No,
Are
li-
you a man?
listen,
I'm
y'all.
just saying, like, if there's an issue with
Listen.
somebody's hygiene,
Hey, ladies, pay attention to the deodorant that you use because some of those deodorants out there intensifies your funk, and you have no idea that it intensifies your funk.
And also, ladies, if you let multiple men download in you, you will smell terrible too.
And hopefully, ladies, you get a man that will communicate with you about your hygiene, as well as the women communicate with the men about their hygiene, because men do have some stinky balls.
Hell yeah.
That may be true,
And men,
but
groom your hair. I don't care. Don't have no
and
bush.
most
Your
and
shit's
most but most guys want to come back and have sex again. So he's just gonna take, he gonna take the catfish and keep going while he's in the midst.
Ew.
Oh,
But
you saying he gonna hold his breath and
yeah,
just
he gonna look away. He gonna perform, but he might look away in the midst of the catfish session. But
I got a weak stomach, brother. I can't do the cat. No, I'm gonna tell you about yourself. Why
what
do
if
you
he say,
smell
okay,
like
I
that?
got another
Hey,
question,
y'all,
Jay.
we going off topic. We going
Yeah,
off.
we are. This is we
We
acted up tonight.
That's all right. We
Let
freelance.
me ask you a question. One more question. So what if he say, "Look, I'm sorry, babe. You have a vagina that doesn't work, and because you cannot have a vaginal orgasm. Your vagina don't work. I need somebody vagina work. You got to go down here and eat and sweat and all that. Ain't nobody got time
Saying
for it.
she got a broken pussy.
Yeah, it's your bro.
Well,
So what you do?
What
she's
man?
been hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Yeah,
She's
that's
been
what I'm saying. It lay over like it's been hit with a chop axe. It's but that's down. Whatever.
Well, but the thing, the women will
Hey,
always
not
come
the
back.
chop X.
The women will probably come back and say, because due to your high blood pressure, you got to take the little blue pill, and it takes about 3 or 4 hours for you to get it up. I can't wait that long, bro.
So that's your excuse of having the hangover on your hoo-ha?
No. But for a
Not
man,
mileage on the vagina.
for a man to even engage in a woman's with poor hygiene, that makes that man even more nastier than that woman.
I totally agree. Because
Do
if
you know how
you
many
sitting
men
there
are
with
not having?
funky,
Most men are not having frequent sex, so he don't know when this gonna happen again.
What do you mean? Well, he don't know when it's going to happen again.
Most men, believe it or not, are not having frequent sex, so therefore he gonna hit this.
he said he gonna bust the must
No,
box.
that makes him nasty.
Are you
Very
kidding?
nasty. Because you're not gonna
He
dip your stick into
Because if
something
he,
that's not right.
so that tells a lot about him. If he knows
Yeah.
something's not right and he's getting in it anyway,
Nita.
so
If Nita, as a woman, there's some women that will hop into bed with ass crumbs on them and say, "Go ahead and do what you're gonna do," and she knows she got ass crumbs on her.
Why the fuck
She
you
just
with?
dropped a deuce,
Why
and then she
you?
gonna come and funk yourself in the
Why
bed and
would these men
dingleberry.
fuck? Why would these men fuck with them?
Them,
It's
Why would
almost
y'all
a
even be
comfortability
okay
thing.
to inject in them?
To let her go.
I remember one time.
Why is it okay?
that's what happens. You know what? And then the men wonder why they end up with trifling baby mamas in trifling situations because they're dealing with people who are just straight trifling. If they can't keep their ass clean as a woman, and then you're still dealing with them and sleeping with them, that's just like going to a woman's house, knowing her house is completely dirty. It's a mess, but you're going to lay on her dirty mattress on the floor, have sex with her, then get up, have a baby with her, then talk bad about her. You was in the same situation she was in.
I was,
Nasty.
And that's just like dirty ass niggas that have sweaty balls, that
Exactly.
have
I
muscle
was,
hair, that have a dirty ass
Hold
house
on.
that don't, and then when they pick up the toilet and you see piss rings around, y'all clean up. Go ahead.
Who is out here fucking without taking showers first?
Oh, there's
A
several.
lot
Oh
of
my!
men
Are you
are.
kidding? Are you
There's
A
kidding?
lot of
people
men
that's
are.
really
There's several.
just like
So
you ain't comfortable enough to tell the person you about to smash, hey, go ahead and I'm gonna take a shower first, you next, or you want to take a shower right now, and then I'm gonna go after you, cause the shower is very, very
Get in the
necessary.
shower together. Like,
No, it ain't enough room.
I,
That's for
so,
Jason,
so,
'cause
so this
Jason,
was this
Jason
was years ago.
giant.
This was years ago, y'all. So I'm in an old school. This years ago, old school Nautica sweatsuit, and I go out with this chick, and she got her hair done. She got on. This was when baby fat was like whatever years ago,
Did you say
and she
baby fat?
she
Okay, go ahead.
yeah years ago, and
About
she
20
was
years
looking,
ago.
yeah, she was looking great. Like everybody in the little spot was like, "Hey, what's Trav? Who that? Da da da." So after that, we eat. We go back to the crib. I'm like, all right, it's finna go down. It started going down. And I probably sunk to the bottom about 3 times and the room became fumigated.
You
Like
was lightheaded.
it was like you remember like on the cartoon when they would slam their finger and it was like woom, woom, like radioactive in the room.
You
I
talking
know it
about
ain't
the
me.
10 Commandments, the green
I
clap.
know it ain't me. So I stopped. I'm about to throw up. So and it's cold outside. It's cold. It's 28 degrees. I take my sweatshirt and clean myself inside, and I had leather seats, so it was engaged in the leather seats in my car. And it was like, whoo, whoo. So I took the sweatshirt and the pants off, and I left it all out on 285 on 20 on the highway. And I came home with a tank top on and some underwear. The lady was sick. Something else is wrong because it was death.
Ladies, he's in Atlanta. So if you found
I
some
don't.
pants and some shirts,
Yeah, it was. She
If
ought
you
to been
found some
ashamed of
pants, some
herself.
shirt, then Travis.
She was out of it. She was ashamed of herself though. She should be.
as she should have been.
okay,
Did
y'all.
she
Oh,
smell herself? Because
but
sometimes you can't smell your phone,
yeah, so did you
but
tell her,
another motherfucker
Travis?
can.
Did you tell her?
I ain't tell her shit. I left.
So
I
you
left
feel
four.
like the next-
You know when the car started spinning, I left 4 white marks in the road. Getting the hell on.
Did you scare her? I mean, did you tell her after?
No, that was the last time I saw the lady on this good earth. I don't know. It's
You
nothing
you
else.
could have helped her. Because
No,
You
maybe
should
some
have
other.
saved her life and told her she got
I
gangrene.
saw her
Hey,
in the mall about 5 years ago. She has 3 children. Somebody did not give a good goddamn.
so somebody was nice enough to tell her, and then
No.
cleaned up, and now she has 3 kids. See,
Well, she
Could've been the
probably
guy.
she probably was wiping from back to front, wiping crumbs right inside of herself or something. I don't know.
Oh Lord have mercy. Okay, y'all. So burning bridges,
hold on. Hold
burning,
on. Hold
hold on,
on.
What?
burning bridges.
Hold on.
Name one thing. Say one thing. I hate you. One thing. If someone burned, let's say it was your child. If someone burned bridges with your child, what would you tell them to do?
Ooh.
And it
My
was
daughter or my son?
Either.
either or, but it was their best friend that
Ooh.
that
Ooh.
burned them.
The kid's
Money.
best friend or an adult best friend that burned the kid? What are we talking about?
The kid's best
The
friend
kid best friend.
came
Okay.
to you crying because their best friend burned them, man or male or female, as kids. What would you tell them?
Well, what I would say is that, people, things happen in life, and you friends are going to come, people are going to come and go in your life.
Okay.
This is the real, especially as they're growing up, this is you're introduced to the real world now, and everybody that you call a friend is not a friend. And pay attention to how that person acts, and you will also know that if this is a friend of yours or not. So just be more cautious, be more alert and alert and observant.
Right. Trav.
Okay, question to you. Is this monetary or
It's
situation?
I would say more situation
That
because
hurts.
this
That hurts.
situation hurts more.
Um, I would confront them one on one. You know what I mean? Because like if you don't, it's like you said with the situation with the
But you let's say they're 18, you would
yeah,
confront both of them because
yeah,
now the person that burned your daughter is gonna say, you called your daddy.
nah, I mean, yeah, but that's great. That's great, but still, the first time something like that happened, you don't know how to deal with that. Like you expressed with the Caucasian lady. You didn't. I mean, you didn't. You didn't really know how, and it's lingered on. And no, now she's 49 or 50, is like you, both of you are, and that's still like it should have been addressed. Even if y'all never gonna be friends again, that's okay.
Mhm.
Like when you address those things, is better than letting it linger. Like you sitting there and y'all looking at each other.
My cutoff
And
game is good. When I tell you I cut you off, I'm done.
yeah,
I
but
will
I
never
mean,
speak to you again. Never.
sometimes that ain't the best thing though.
It's best for me.
But you know, so
Best for me.
also too, Nikki, uh, is that if they're young kids growing up, you want, and they're friends, you want to kind of bring them together, you know, see if you can hash that and
Uh,
mend the relationship.
So if it was Daria and you had Daria's 18, she has a best friend, and it was a situation that happened, would you be the parent to go and get them together and say what's going on? Or
Yes, I
what
will. Yeah,
or
yes, I would.
or what if that person said, I don't want to talk to your mama. I don't want to talk to your dad.
You know, I'll give
If
that
they
child
best
time
friends, they look at your
to
mom
calm down.
like,
You know what I mean?
No,
Because
that's
if
not true,
that's a good
Jason. No, not.
relationship, if
Uh-huh.
that's a good relationship, I mean, if they've been friends for quite some time, you know, I trust and believe that whoever, you know, Daria gets in her life or whatever the case is, have some type of sense of reasoning, and it's not irrational, you
Yeah.
know. So good friends are very hard to find. And some friends, I mean, you fall out
Mm-hmm.
and you get back together, you
Right.
know?
Right. What would you say, Jay? If it was your child
well, if it
situation?
was my child, are we talking about friendships or relationship?
Friendship.
Because I think y'all just touched
it-
on the friendship. I'll touch on the relationship aspect. If it's a relationship with the boy, be like, bruh, it's 7 billion people on this planet, and about 4 billion is women.
Mhm.
Fuck that girl. Go and let her be. Now, oh, I love her, and nah, you too young to understand what love is.
Mhm.
Love is pain. Love is love. Love is happiness, sadness.
lot
It's
in there.
every emotion that you can think of. Now, if it's my daughter,
At 18, you don't know what love is. That's
no,
why
you have no clue what love is.
you don't know.
But if it's my daughter, it's gonna be a different reaction.
Right.
As daddy's little girl, I'm gonna be like, okay, well, I'm gonna do something nasty to your boyfriend, like I'm
No,
gonna
don't
fuck him up.
promote that. That's not what we're doing. That's not
No,
what
that's not
we're
what we're doing.
doing. Okay.
But also at the
Wait a
same
minute.
time, I would try to console my daughter and tell her that it's gonna be okay. That he doesn't deserve you and all that. Show her what she's worth. Not what she thinks she's worth. Like, oh, the cute guy at school that was the quarterback.
Yeah. And just know, young
Like,
men,
yeah.
there are some men that think like Jason that will cut you. Go
There's a
ahead.
lot of men that
What
think
if
like
you
that
got a
too,
low
Junior.
budget daughter?
You
You
raised her.
got a low budget daughter?
If you got a
Yeah.
low budget daughter, you raised her. So
I,
why do you have
Yeah,
a low budget
I'm
daughter?
not disputing that, but I'm saying you can't get nobody that's full of shit come back and say, Daddy, and you know you full of shit. That just I tell a girl you like shit. What you want?
you gonna tell your daughter that? No, you not, right?
Man, are you kidding? Man, y'all better know.
Right. So that's what there are.
Listen,
Hold on,
if
hold
I
on.
got a daughter,
Let me get Lenita's point of view on this. What would you tell your daughters? Shit, y'all talk too much. Dang.
Shoot, you don't even smoke weed. What you gonna tell your daughter
If
if
your
she, you know?
if your daughter had a friend that burned her, situational, not monetary, how would you handle the situation, or how would you teach her?
I would, first I would, there's a conversation that needs to be had under the circumstance, like what happened.
Would you bring the two
Um,
girls together, or would
I
you?
would, and have a sit down with both of the girls. And it really all depends on, just like Tonya said, how long they've been friends, what the situation is revolving. Because a lot of times girls fall out over boys.
Yeah.
They fall out over boys. And one person is either jealous of the other person, or the other person doesn't even know why she's mad at the other girl anymore, but it has to do with a guy. So I'm gonna sit them both down and just have a conversation so they can be level-headed and they can get back on the same page. But I also tell my girls this. A lot of times girls leave high school with 5 to 0 friends. We don't leave high school with a group of friends.
Right.
College is when you really get around people that are for your best interest, and you start to know people and you start to know yourself a little bit better. So those are where you start to build those lifelong relationship and friendships. So people that you leave high school with, sometimes you got to leave high school in high school and you're doing something better with yourself. But I always tell my kids what I said earlier today. Some friends are there for a reason and some friends are there for a season. And you need to be able to differentiate what is what and who is who.
Got it. Go
I
ahead.
want to say something real quick. And to piggyback off of what Nita just said and Jason, you when a with a boy and a girl, you handle it differently. And the only reason you handle women differently is because and I might get flack for this, but it's the truth. Women are terrible friends to each other. As a whole, you all are terrible friends to each other. And because you
80%. I would say that. I would say
80% of women, a woman will tell another woman something and know it's not true, but say it in order to make each other feel good. Guys don't do that. Guys, if a guy say, hey man, guy got to another guy, man, you look like shit. And we like, okay, maybe that should change. But your girlfriend will look at you and she'll be like, yeah, you look great. And in her mind, she'll say, she looks like shit. And you all do that to each
Yeah.
other. And that's the reason you all's friendships always break down. I'll give you one last example. You can get a guy, and he'll get a girlfriend, and he shoot basketball in the hood all the time. He'll still find time. He might break it off some. He'll still find time to go shoot hoops with the boys. When you all fall in love with a guy, most women will forsaken all your friends and just disappear for long periods of time. Then when it goes sideways, you'll say you'll come back and show back up. But as long as that's good, you all do that. Men are different. We're just different with that. And y'all are bad friends to each other. So that's why you have to try to sort it out, because over time it'll stay stagnant like that.
I
I
say
can agree with that.
80% of women, I think, are jealous of other women, which is
It's
why
true. That's really true.
I think that's why we have such a low count of true friends. If you have a high count of friends, if you got 50 friends and you could say you got 50, let's say 50 to 75 female friends, they are not your friends. I will tell you that right now.
But y'all be mad at each other about strange shit. Like she got light hair and she light skin and she got light brown eyes and her breasts stand up like melons and mine don't. Just stuff that don't make
And-
sense.
I actually I had this
Society-
girl that I used to hang
Society
out with.
kills it. Society kills this.
hmm
That's
I
the
had
part. Go ahead, Anita.
I had a friend that I hung out with. We're not friends anymore. We don't talk anymore. But she told me she didn't like being my friend because I was light skinned.
What was she?
Was she black? Like black?
Yeah.
She was dark skinned?
Mm-hmm.
Like
So it happens. It definitely happens.
that light
grew up
skin, dark
that way.
skin war.
But
I grew up
just
that
like
way.
you
Women.
said, Nick, just like you said earlier, growing up where I grew up, it was tough because your same experience is what I experienced. I was too light to be with the white girls, and I was too dark to be with the
Too light to be
white
with the
girls,
dark girls
and I was too light to be with the black girls. So, and there wasn't no light skin crew. Like, it wasn't. I'm the lightest out of my
Not
sisters.
until Spike Lee came out. No, I'm just playing.
So it is what it is. I mean, I know that's a totally different topic, but it is, girls are like that. And I don't know why, but I remember her like yesterday telling me, I don't want to hang out with you because you too light skinned. This one girl told me that she didn't like hanging out with me because I was too nice. She was like, your face is too friendly. You're too nice. You smile too much.
I've
What's
had
wrong with being
somebody
happy?
tell me,
She wants you to have resting bitch face.
right, the Grinch.
Yeah.
Listen, speaking of that, y'all, speaking of that, somebody said that to me. You're too nice, this and that, and that. I picked up on the Grinch. That is my favorite character on Christmas, the Grinch.
Yeah, he was a bad mother. The Grinch was a bad
guy.
motherfucker.
That's my guy. Like I
Yeah.
love, and that's why I got 5 friends, and I'm okay with that
But just
because these are 5 friends that I can definitely call on, and I
Yeah,
would
just
never
one-
change it for the world. Y'all, not everybody is your friend. I'm gonna end it on this, y'all. Not everybody is
Exactly.
your friend. We have 1,000 associates. You have Facebook, you have social media, you got 5,000 followers, you got 10,000, a million followers on TikTok and all this shit. None of these people are your friends.
Sure the hell ain't.
Your true friends you talk to at least 2-3 times a week. If you can't talk to them 2-3 times a week, or I'll just say once a week, if that, you got some friends where they're very busy. So if you talk to them once a month and it's like you never stop talking, that's also a true friend. So don't dismiss that. I got 5. On that note, until next time, y'all, subscribe to Lust, Let Us Speak Truth. Love y'all. Until next time. Holla.